Hello there. We are estimating sums and differences with mixed numbers. This is the second video in this lesson. The reason there's two videos is because I ran out of time on the last one and I want to do more examples with you than I already did. So let's say we have 6 7/10 minus 1 1/5. So we're not actually subtracting or adding with mixed numbers today. We're rounding them to the nearest whole number, and then we're subtracting or adding. So we have 6 here. So let's pretend this was pizzas. We have 6 whole pizzas and then 7/10 of a 7th pizza. So we have between 6 and 7 pizzas. Now, do we have closer to 6 pizzas or do we have closer to 7 pizzas? 7 is more than half of 10. So we have most of the 7th pizza. We have more than half of it, which means we'd round 6 7/10 up to 7. If the fraction is a half or more, you round up. If the fraction is less than a half, you round down to whatever the whole number is. On this one, it's 1 1/5. So 1 is less than half of 5, which means 1/5 is less than a half. So you'd round down to 1 whole. And now 7 minus 1 is 6. So 6 7/10 minus 1 1/5 is about 6. Okay, let's do another example together. Let's say we have 8 11/12. Let's do an addition one plus 4 1/3. Okay, so we have 8 11/12 here. You can see that 11 is much more than half of 12, which means 11/12 is greater than a half, which means you round 8 up to the next whole number. If you have 8 11/12, it means you have almost 9. So it rounds up to 9. Here we have 4 1/3. 1 is less than half of 3 because 1 1/2 would be half of 3. So we round down because 1/3 is less than a half. So we round down to 4. And now we add. 9 plus 4 is 13. So 8 11/12 plus 4 1/3 is about 13. Let's do another subtraction one. 15 3/7 minus 3 4/7. So here we have 15 3/7. Oh, you guys can't even see it. There we go. 15 3/7. Now this one's close to a half. 3 is almost half of 7, but is it? It's not quite. 3 1/2 is half of 7. So that means 3/7 is less than a half, which means we round down to 15. And then this one is 3 4/7. Since 4 is more than half of 7, it means 4/7 is greater than a half. So we round 3 4/7 up to 4. And now we subtract. 15 minus 4 is 11. Let's do one more example. Let's do 10 2/7 plus 7 5/7. So here, 10 2/7. 2/7 is less than a half because 2 is less than half of 7, so we round down to 10. Here we have 7 5/7. Since 5 is more than half of 7, 5/7 is greater than a half. So we round 7 5/7 up to 8. And now we add 10 to 8 and get 18. So 10 2/7 plus 7 5/7 is about 18. Now I'm going to give you some independent work problems. So let's put a line here to separate it from those. And I'd like you to do 13 4/11 minus 4 1/4. Go ahead and solve that one independently. And then I also want you to do 12 7/10 plus 9 3/5. Go ahead and do these two problems independently. Remember, you're rounding to the nearest whole number before you add or subtract. Go ahead and do these independently and then click on the video attached under this one to see if you did them correctly. And I will see you there. Signing off.